Alright, hello beautiful people. I hope you can hear me now because yeah, I started shooting the video like 5 minutes ago. Realized my mic was muted, so anyways, we're doing the 2022 Grammy predictions, but I'd like to do them in a little bit more of a fun way. So we're gonna go ahead and make this a drinking thing, and every time that I get frustrated or I get triggered or I get mad, I'm gonna go ahead and take a drink. And I already popped this open, but like I said, you couldn't hear it, but I'm drinking High Noon watermelon. It's you can get these at Target. Shout out to Target. I'm not sponsored, but hey, High Noon, Target, you should both hit me up. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and get started. And yeah, we'll take 2 drinks because I'm triggered because I recorded for like 20 minutes before I realized I was muted. So there's one.
Go big.
And then we'll go ahead and drink a second time. All right, as I had already started saying back when I, had my mic muted, the first trigger is really quick. And just so you understand why we're starting here, I didn't want to start at the top. They always start with record of the year, album of the year and stuff at the top. And if I start there, it's kind of anticlimactic. That's what you build up to, right? By the end of the night, those are the last awards going out because once you see those, who cares? But this is the first trigger. So this song right here, Fancy Like by Walker Hayes. Oh my gosh. So if you like this song, then you probably also like Applebee's, and for that I say sorry, because you have bad taste not only in music but in restaurants as well. And if you think Applebee's is fancy, more power to you, but I'm not going to judge or anything. I'm just going to drink to that. Alright, so first prediction, and yeah, already going to have to drink again. This is going to be a really, really short video. Yeah, as you'll notice as we go up, right, why are there only 4 nominations for Best Rap Album? I mean, no Little Sims, Sometimes I Might Be Introvert, no Certified Lover Boy, which is certified trash, drink to that. But like, I don't understand why every other mainstream, popular category gets 5, sometimes 6 nominees, as you'll see. But we're here at Rap Album and it just gets 4. Like, that, if you have a minimum amount of nominees, there should be that many. Like, I'm certainly not one to say that Certified Lover Boy deserves to be nominated for a Grammy. But if it was the 5th, 6th best rap album of the year, and you thought that, it should be on here. There shouldn't be 4 if you're allowed to have 5 or 6. As you can see as we go up, this is the only popular category with 4. Like, that's triggering in itself. The disrespect of the rap category is, that's a storied history for the Grammys. But yeah, 4 albums here, that drink to that. But we'll go ahead and do our first prediction here. I believe that Kanye West is going to win with Donda, and I wouldn't be frustrated if that happened. To be honest, it's not my pick, but I would not be frustrated if he won for Donda. I know we can't really take this prediction back, but I would like to say that this video was obviously recorded before Kanye started going Ultra Instinct on us, so I wish I could. The Donda is a very good album. A lot of people slept on it because he wasn't like putting out bangers on this album, but I mean, it's an album named after his deceased mother. I don't think he's going to be spitting fire, and he does have good lyrics on here, and he has good writing and really good production. In certain places it's a little bloated, that's why I wouldn't pick it, but it certainly would not make me angry to see Donda win. So that's my prediction. I believe Kanye is going to win with Donda, but for me, I'm a little bit torn, but I think King's Disease 2 deserves it. Now, I don't see them giving Nas the Grammy twice in a row. That's why I'm not predicting it, but I think King's Disease 2 is the best rap album out of the 4. It's very close though. Like I said, I'm torn. If Tyler won it, I'm not going to be angry. To be honest, if any one of these 4 win it, they're all good albums. I'm not going to say any one is way worse than the other, but I think King's Disease 2 is the best of the 4, and Call Me If You Get Lost is very close second, with Donda right behind it. And shout out to J. Cole for releasing a really good album, actually. The off-season's great. Next, we have Best Rap Song. And I can't say I'm triggered here, so I won't be drinking. But my prediction is Best Friend by Doja Cat, because Doja's kind of become the golden child for them. She's She pulls in numbers, right? Like just sick numbers. And as you'll see when we go further up, Saweetie's up for Best New Artist. So I think you kind of double down on that, show that this is why we think she's Best New Artist. We love Doja. Everybody loves Doja. Doja's great. And Best Friend wins, and no one's mad about that. But for me, surprisingly, it's not Family Ties, although I love it. The best rap song, which is the best written song, is Jail. And now it's a little repetitive. It's not perfect. It's close to being a perfect song. It really is. But the repetitiveness is a little much. But other than that, the writing is great on this. Jay-Z's little line in there, "No more red cap," that's hilarious and great, and he just snuck it in there like so awesome. So yeah, the writing for Jail I think is the best of the 5, but I can see it definitely going to Best Friend. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Family Ties took it either, but my prediction is Best Friend. Next is Best Melodic Rap Performance, and again, I can't say I'm triggered here. All these are really good. Hurricane was an amazing cut off of Donda. What's Your Name is really good. Industry Baby, that's my prediction, to be honest. Industry Baby, kind of like a wink wink nod nod kind of thing. Like literally what he's talking about in the song is being an industry baby, and then they pick him, right? But my pick is Pride is the Devil. I think it is definitely the best performance here. Like I said, J. Cole in the offseason goes hard. There's multiple reasons why I don't pick it for my pick for rap album, but it had so many good cuts, and Pride is the Devil is absolutely one of the best. So best rap performance here, and again, another drink because there's only 4, and it just doesn't make sense. As we go, you'll see this is the only category where they just clearly snub people, and it's a snub to everyone really, because you release music, sorry, like you're not nominated, but there was a spot, no, but you're not nominated. They didn't just say you're worse than somebody else, they just said you're not even worth a spot, which drink to that. So then on top of that, like it's not like there were only 4 good rap performances this year. Like Death Row East, Nas, hello, Woman, Lil Sims, no, we don't like that. Corso, Tyler Creator, we don't think that's deserving of a nomination. Wouldn't say that those would win. It doesn't matter if it wins, right? If you have 5 spots, nominate 5 things. Like this is just clear disrespect to everyone else, saying that you're not even deserving of this minimum spot. Like another drink. So anyways, I think that Family Ties is the best rap performance of the 4 that they put up here. I don't think it's the best rap performance of the year. You can make a case for it, certainly. Baby Keem's flow is a little samey to a lot of his stuff. It's not bad for any means. It's a good flow, but just, I don't know. It's not the best rap performance to me. I mean, it's the best rap performance of the 4 up here. You can make a case for Up, and that's what I think they're going to pick. Cardi B is racking up Grammys like it's nothing. I could see Megan getting it too, but I think Up gets it for sure. I think they pick Up, and for me, I would pick Family Ties. Okay, best R&B album, and I can't say I'm too triggered here either. I will say that We Are by Jon Batiste feels more like a gospel album. He's definitely putting a nice spin on gospel, and it's a really good album. It's even up for Album of the Year, obviously. But yeah, my prediction here is that Her takes it with Back of My Mind. She's also an up-and-comer to the Grammys, at least. I've been listening to her for years. But she's an up-and-comer in the industry, was up for Best New Artist just recently. So I think she's going to take it with Back of My Mind, and it's really good. It's definitely not the worst album here. You can make a case that it's the best. But for me, the pick is We Are by Jon Batiste. Even with it being closer to a gospel album than an R&B album, a true R&B album, right? It says at least 51% playing time. I would say that it's probably closer to 40-30 of R&B. Most of it is gospel. But, you know, either way, We Are is the best album of the 5 nominated. So I would pick We Are for sure. Okay, and as you can see here, it triggered again. We're going to drink to this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can have 6 nominations for R&B album. We're actually triggered twice here because the name. But you can have 6 nominations here, but rap gets 4. What? Drink twice. And we're triggered again because this is the category that they renamed because they thought renaming it would make it less controversial. This used to be Best Urban Album because, you know, that's not controversial at all. It's listened to in an urban area, right? No, we'll just change the name. We'll just act like it never happened. Just Best Progressive R&B Album. That sounds good, right? That deserves a chug. I'm going to finish this off that one because, yeah, that's extremely triggering. It's controversial as hell. And, yeah, drink to that. Okay. After that one, I had to go get another drink. This one is the Crown Royal Peach Tea, which is amazing, by the way. Huh? This is amazing. These are great. They taste amazing. I love them. Put down some Coke. Oh my god, it tastes great. You don't even need that. You can drink it without it, but put some Coke in it. It's really, really good. Back to the video. So, let's get to my predictions now that we've just sat here and drank like 3 whole drinks. Best Progressive R&B Album is going to be, for me, I think, who's going to win is Studying Abroad, Extended Stay by Masego. That's my prediction. But my pick would have to be Table for Two by Lucky Day. The reason for that being that it sounds the nicest. Now, a little triggering, right? Let's drink. It's more of an EP than an album. There are 7 songs total with an intro. Yeah, it just feels more like an EP. It feels kind of cheap. But all 7 songs are bangers. And you're not going to devalue someone's art because there's less of it. Just like Daytona, Pusha T, it was a short 20-minute album. It's longer than it's not an EP, it's an album. So I mean, but yeah, Table for Two, Lucky Day, that's my pick. But my prediction is Masego, Studying Abroad. Okay, Best R&B Song, and this is where I start to get not triggered because I get a little happy talking about Silk Sonic. Yes, please. Damaged by Her, great. Good Days by SZA. I fucking love SZA. I'm so ready for her to drop a new album. Let's drink to her not having dropped a new album yet. But Leave the Door Open literally broke the internet when it came out. So Best R&B Song, prediction and pick, both Leave the Door Open. I think this one's so obvious. This is a layup, right? Like, if you miss this, the whole world is watching. You look like an idiot. Like, Leave the Door Open is the best song out of the 5 here. Hands down, no questions. I'll be triggered if they don't pick Leave the Door Open, but that's my prediction and my pick because it's the best. All right, Best Traditional R&B Performance. Now this one, I think I agreed on this one. Yeah, I agree on this one. I think it's Fight For You by Her. I really, really, really like this song. It's on the soundtrack for Judas and the Black Messiah. Great movie, by the way, but this song is amazing. Lucky Days, How Much Can a Heart Take was close. I like it a lot. But Fight For You, that's my pick and prediction. I've already said why. I think they'll pick her pretty much wherever she comes up unless she's against Silk Sonic. But it's my pick and prediction for sure. What the fuck? What is this? Huge drink. We're chugging. We're chugging for that. You see that? You see that? You see that? That's trash. Drink. I get my peaches out in Georgia. I just realized. Yeah, I'm shit talking the song Peaches. I'm drinking a peach drink. Promise I didn't plan that. I swear that's not planned. That's pretty funny though. But it was not planned. I don't get my peaches from Georgia, and I don't get my good music from Justin Bieber. But this one is super obvious. That is triggering. But this is super obvious. It's Leave the Door Open, Silk Sonic. Like, what are we talking about here? Now, Pick Up Your Feelings, Jasmine Sullivan. That's actually really, really fucking good. Really like it. Damaged by Her is decent. Lost You, Snow Allegra, but Peaches, like, it's a fucking slap in the face that this is even as close in the proximity in the same building universe as Leave the Door Open. How do you do that? How do you have these two so close to each other? They better not announce them back to back. Let's just disrespect the Silk Sonic. Like, what the fuck? Drink again. So yeah, pick prediction, Leave the Door Open, Silk Sonic. Dunk it, Leave the Door Open, Silk Sonic. What are you still doing here? Alright, best alternative. I can't get too triggered here because this genuinely is the 5 best alternative albums in my opinion. I will say a little shout out to this album, Halsey. If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power. Halsey has definitely not released any of like the greatest music, the most classic music of our time at any point recently. But Trent Reznor's production on If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power, which if you don't know, Trent Reznor, lead singer, Nine Inch Nails, amazing. He's been producing things for a long time. Had 2 nominations for an Oscar in the same year for his production. He's amazing. If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power, the production is so great. It's dirty, it's grimy, it's super Nine Inch Nails feeling. It's very eerie and scary, and the production just amazing, like from beginning to end, amazing. My problem with the album is Halsey's voice. Not that she's bad vocally, she's a really good vocalist. Her voice is too soft for the production. It's too nice, too clean, too produced, like too perfect, right? Her voice, like there's a reason when Trent Reznor and Nine Inch Nails, there's a reason his voice goes with the production, because it's grimy, it's gross, it's not perfect. His voice fit the production, and Halsey's voice does not fit the production. So I think out of the 5, this is the worst album, but that's, you know, saying a lot. This was a really good category this year. This is Halsey's If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power is not a bad album by any means. So if that's the worst album in the category, you know, you did good. My prediction is Halsey's If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power. Fleet Foxes could easily take it. They're a big name. Halsey is more, you know, if you want to connect to the younger audiences, you're going to pick Halsey. My pick is Collapse and Sunbeams by Arlo Parks. I vibe with it the most out of everything else. I think it has the most high points and the least low points out of any of these albums. So Collapse and Sunbeams by Arlo Parks is my pick. Halsey's If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power is my prediction. Best rock album, and oh man, I have like 6 triggers here.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
First one being, where the fuck is OK Human by Weezer? Like, you put a fucking cover album, you know, rest in peace Chris Cornell, but you put a cover album over OK Human? Okay, we're gonna drink. There's one. That's one. Okay, that's one, right? Second, you're gonna put a cover album up for best album. You know, Weezer has theirs too. They've the Teal album. It's great. It's not bad. Cover albums are fun, right? But why? It's like repeat. Like, you're gonna cover a Prince song, which is up here, by the way, his cover for the Prince song. Like, obviously Prince's is better. No offense, Chris Cornell. Lead singer, Soundgarden, Audio Slave. We all know that. Like, he's good vocally. He's great. But, like, a cover album. Every one of the songs on his cover album was done better by the person that he covered. So, what are we doing here? Third is no OK Human again. No, I'm not going to do that again. But I should drink twice for that, right? Like, OK Human deserves to be up here over this cover album alone, right? But then we got AC/DC's Power Up. Like, this album should have came out 40 fucking years ago. But what is this doing here? This was literally like B-sides, right? That they, like, you know, they didn't want to put it on one of their 80s albums. They didn't feel like they were good enough. And now they're like 70 and they're like, yo, fuck it. We need some money. People like AC/DC. People like nostalgia. Let's just throw all our B-sides on a fucking album and release it in 2021 when it should have came out in 1982. Black Puma's Capital Cuts. Now that's my pick of the 5 because you didn't give me great choices. I mean, it is a good album. It's the only good album here, really. No offense to Foo Fighters, they released a decent album. Deserved a nomination, sure, because of the awful state that rock is in. Let's drink to the awful state that rock is in. Don't get me wrong, I'm triggered by the fact that I have to say Weezer released the best album in rock right now. No diss to Weezer, but like, what the fuck is that? We getting fucked up. I already got a headache. But yeah, it's just weird. Where was I? I don't even know what I was thinking anymore. It's just weird, right? The fact that Weezer is releasing the best rock music of our time right now, it just shows the state that rock is in. No offense to Weezer, they're great. I love a lot of Weezer albums, but I would never have thought that in 2021 and they're releasing the best rock album. We need new people to show up in rock, new faces, and we need them to make a splash, change things up. We definitely don't need them to release an album that should have came out 40 years ago. Foo Fighters, I mean, again, middling album. It's not the worst thing ever. It doesn't hurt my ears to hear it, but it's not like fucking making rock 10 light years from now. And this is gonna make me finish my drink. What did I get myself into? No, that's done. Next drink. These are actually my fiance's. They're called Topo Chico. And this one's strawberry guava. She swears by them, right? Can't be worse than anything else. Can't be worse than rock albums. Can't be worse than Paul McCartney, McCartney 3. This right here, though. Ugh. Okay. So, to give you one taste of why this is like... What? You could have replaced this. Like, don't get me wrong. You can replace any one of these three right here with OK Human, and it makes sense. But this one has got to be like the most insulting. What the fuck? Give Kiss of Venus a listen. Please give Kiss of Venus a listen.
The kiss of Venus has got me on the go. She's got a bullseye.
And if you don't know, a guy named Tiny Tim.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
All I'm going to say is listen to Kiss of Venus, listen to Tiny Tim, and tell me that they don't sound exactly the fucking same vocally. And that's not a compliment, by the way. If you know who Tiny Tim is, you know that's not a compliment. But if you don't, and you check it out, you listen to Kiss of Venus by Paul McCartney on the McCartney 3, you listen to fucking Tiny Tim, it's not good. It's not a good time. Drink to that. Let's try this Topo Chico. McCartney 3. It's a slap in the face to all rock fans. It's awful. Kiss of Venus. What the fuck? Tiny Tim. Yeah. Prediction and pick. Prediction and pick. Prediction is going to be the McCartney 3, actually. Because it's Paul McCartney. No, I'm just kidding. The prediction is the Chris Cornell cover album. Simply because why would you put someone who's deceased up for an award and not pick them? It's got to feel weird, right? For everybody else involved, for everybody else nominated to be up against someone who's deceased. Not to say that the person who's deceased doesn't deserve the nomination, right? Look at Heath Ledger. He deserved that, right? He won it because he deserved it. But it's still weird because if you win it, you beat somebody who is no longer alive. Like you have to say something, don't you? You have to say like, you know, R.I.P. to Chris Cornell, or Chris Cornell was a legend. I think he deserved this. Whatever you say, like you're put in a really weird position. So again, why is this up? I don't understand. OK Human should be here. We're gonna drink again because I'm triggered. Oh wait, I didn't even make my pick. It's Topo Chico. This is really good, actually. I highly recommend. Yeah, it's good. So pick is the Black Pumas Capital Cuts live from Studio A. It's all live. Sounds amazing. Love it. Music to my ears. It's the only thing here that is music to my ears. And my prediction is No One Sings Like You Anymore, Volume 1, Chris Cornell. Okay, moving on to Best Rock Song. And so Weezer's here, right, with all my favorite songs. Where's OK Human? Why isn't here instead of Tiny Tim? Why did Tiny Tim get a Grammy nomination? Okay, whatever. Moving on. Yeah, Best Rock Song, for sure. It is a little triggering. They include rock, hard rock, and metal. Like, it's just super disrespect to rock, and I get it. Rock's in a bad spot. But hard rock and metal, that's not in a bad spot. Metal's, it's fine. It's not anything to scoff at, you know? Like, metal gets disrespected. Hard rock gets disrespected so much. And rock and hard rock are two different things. And metal is in a different universe almost. Like, it's just weird to clump all of it together. We'll drink to that, I guess. I just want an excuse to drink this Topo Chico's. But yeah, so best rock song, my prediction is all my favorite songs. And my pick is all my favorite songs. The prediction reason is that it's the catchiest song, and it definitely is. It's like pop rock, so it's a little more pop than rock, but it's rock, and it's, you know, it's catchy, so I like it. I don't think any of these are doing anything. Foo Fighters, Waiting on a War. Find My Way, Paul McCartney. Wolfgang Van Halen, Distance is alright. It's okay. And Kings of Leon, you know, they're not bad. Bandit's okay. But yeah, I mean, all my favorite songs, it's catchy for a reason. I think it's going to be the winner. And it's my pick. Best metal performance, and metal's not in like the best state ever, but a slightly better state than rock is. Looking at this, I mean, the only thing really here that stands out is the Rob Zombie song. Rob Zombie though, you know, whatever, cool. I'm a little torn here because these four are actually all really good. Genesis, Deftones, great. Alien, Dream Theater, it's a little too long. It kind of gets too repetitive, but it's good. Amazonia by Gojira is definitely the most innovative of the four songs. I love the sounds that it introduces to metal. It's fucking great. And then Pushing the Tides, Mastodon, you know, it's good too. I'm torn between Genesis and Amazonia. I think my prediction is Genesis by the Deftones. It's the safest pick. Amazonia is a little out there. It's a little bit different, just a little bit. It's not like crazy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna tell you some life-changing experience, but it's different, and that's why it's my pick. Amazonia by Gojira. I think it could easily win. Don't get me wrong. If it wins, you know, I would not be surprised, not one bit. But I do kind of think that Genesis by Deftones is gonna take it. But yeah, my pick is Amazonia by Gojira. It's great. Give it a listen. It's really good. I love it. Next is Best Rock Performance, and again, I'm gonna drink. Because why is rock in such a bad state? Moving on. Nothing Compares to You. Prince did it better. Like, it's a fine cover. Like, it's not insulting to the original. Chris Cornell's vocals aren't like making my ears bleed, but it's a cover. Like, it's all right. Ohms by the Deftones. I like that quite a bit. Making a Fire. It's okay. Foo Fighters are pretty good, but this isn't their best work by far. Again, the state of rock. I need this. But yeah, Making a Fire, Foo Fighters is alright. Ohms is good. Nothing Compares to You is a cover. Know You Better is my pick. For sure my pick. Like, it's pretty R&B infused, but I like that quite a bit. At least it's doing something different with rock. Other than Shot in the Dark by AC/DC. That sounds like it came out in 1982. Why the fuck am I still talking about AC/DC in 2021? Leave them in 1982 where they belong. All their stuff sounds the same, and it's not all bad. All their stuff is at like this level, right? It's at a level. But it never goes past that, and it sometimes dips below that. But like this just is at that level. It's just at, you know, AC/DC, perfectly fine, acceptable music, 1982 music, not 2021 music. Know You Better is my pick, but it's not my prediction. My prediction is, again, Chris Cornell for the same reason as the other one. They're gonna give him one of these, right? I know for a fact Chris Cornell's gonna win either this or the other one. Nothing Compares to You is an amazing song by Prince, so like a cover of it that's halfway decent, you're gonna be like, oh, it's an amazing song, and you're not gonna give as much credit to the original as you should. A lot of it is carried by the fact that it was a great Prince song, but I believe Chris Cornell, Nothing Compares to You, is gonna win. I believe Know You Better by Black Pumas should win, and it's my pick. Okay, we're getting extremely close to the top here, and I'm just gonna drink so much, because what is this? First off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see that? 6. We can nominate 6 electronic music albums, which, by the way, like, the best electronic music album isn't even up here, but we're gonna nominate 6, but we only nominate 4 rap albums. And it's not like these 6 are mind-blowing, right? What the fuck is this? Fallen Embers by Linium? It's the worst album maybe nominated entirely. This is insulting. I think, personally, I could see Marshmello winning it. He's a really big name. He's the biggest name here by far. Major Laser's close, I guess. But I believe Marshmello could win it. I think my prediction was Marshmello. Yeah, it was Marshmello. For that very reason, he's the most recognizable name up here. Black Coffee released a really good album. Subconsciously, he's great. Millennium is bad. Major Lazer is alright. The Shockwave album by Marshmello is... These two at the bottom are the best albums here. Free Love by Sylvan Esso and Judgment by 10 City. My problem is that they're not the most recognizable names in the industry. But my pick, personally, is Judgment by 10 City. I really love what they're doing with house music. I think it's great, and it's the best album here, in my opinion. With, you know, Free Love being very close behind. But my prediction is Shockwave by Marshmello. Very obvious. It's the obvious pick. If they don't win, I think Major Lazer might. Millennium's up for... It makes me wish that I could, like, remove the memory of ever hearing it. That's what this does. That album makes you wish that your ears didn't work while you were listening to it. And then they started working again after you were done. Okay, next is Best Dance Electronic Recording. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. We can nominate 7 electronic songs. We can nominate 7 house songs. We can nominate 7 dance electronic recordings. But there's only 4 good rap songs. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Anyways, my pick here is definitely going to be the David Guetta. I mean, my prediction. Whoa. My prediction here is going to be the David Guetta Hero. It's decent. It exists. And that's about the nicest thing you could say about it. But my pick here is for sure going to be the Caribou You Can Do It. Heartbreak isn't awful. Before is okay. And they're going to pick Hero by David Guetta. And we're all going to go meh. You know, we'll nominate that before we nominate Lil Sims. Whatever. Cool. Best pop vocal album is Happier Than Ever is a good album. I like it. It's Billie Eilish makes pop tolerable. She makes it listenable. Playing Her is decent. Positions by Ariana Grande is there. And Sour by Olivia Rodrigo was a nice listen. If you're an empath, you can definitely feel the situation that she's in. And it paints a picture. Her music paints a picture. If you know the situation that she's going through, you can be empathetic towards it. I may not personally relate to it, but I can see how someone going through a situation similar can relate to that, right? And Happy Than Ever, it's got really good cuts on it, but it's also got really questionable production on it. So for me, it's not my pick. Sour, Olivia Rodrigo is my pick. Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish is my prediction. That's pop vocal album. No offense, but I'm going to completely skip over Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album because I don't hate myself and I don't like elevator music. And we're going to go to Pop Duo Group Performance. And sadly, there is some elevator music here. Tony Bennett, Lady Gaga. Traditional pop just isn't my thing. And I'm not going to talk on something that I don't like. I don't like this. So that's no. I don't like this. Justin Bieber's Lonely. Listening to a man cry for 3 minutes on a microphone. It's not my preferred way to listen to music. Shout out Drake. Shout out Justin Bieber. Y'all be stinking it up. Butter BTS is catchy. Higher Power by Coldplay is boring. Kiss Me More is the best song here by far. And it's my pick and prediction. No questions asked. Gonna drink. And best pop solo performance. Every time I see that name, I'm gonna drink. Like I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I'm not a 15-year-old girl in 2012. So, the best performance here is Happier Than Ever. That's my favorite song on the whole album by far. It's the high point of the album. Like I said, the only reason I don't pick the album as a whole is because there are really low lows. Not like terribly low, but low for Billie. Mediocre is not a bar that Billie normally sets. And in the album Happier Than Ever, there's some mediocre cuts. Happier Than Ever is not one of those. It's the best cut by far. That transition in the middle to a punk song, like, come on. It's great. It's really good. That's my pick. My prediction, however, is Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. It literally broke TikTok. Like, you've all heard it if you listen to TikTok at all, because it was all over TikTok for months. It's gonna be the pick here. I think this might be one of the easiest, other than Leave the Door Open winning all of its awards, Might be the easiest one for me to predict. Driver's License is going to win. Billie Eilish Happy Never should win. And if it did, by some weird reason, I'd be happy. I'd be happier than ever. Moving on. Best New Artist. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Apparently we can nominate 10 Best New Artists. Whatever. Who cares? A lot of these obviously don't deserve to be here. What is this doing here? Yeah, what is that? We're gonna drink to what the fuck is that? That's what we're gonna drink to. Baby Keem is very interesting, and I love what he's doing with hip hop. The Melodic Blue is really good, and it's gonna be up for rap album next year at least, because it released after the September to September. By the way, in case you didn't know, September to September is the cutoff. So all this music you heard during the holidays, and you're wondering, wow, this really good music during the holidays, why didn't any of this go up? Because it's gonna go up next year. Why they don't do January to December? They're gonna say like, oh, we need to be able to have time to listen to it, but you don't have to do the Grammys in January. You can do them in March. You do them in April. Wow. Who gives a fuck when you do them, right? Like, do them for the actual year. 2021 should have its own Grammy. January to December, not September of 2020 to September of 2021, because then you have people who listen to music over the holidays thinking it's great, thinking it's snubbed, when really they're just a year behind. Okay, whatever. But Baby Keem, yeah, his album's gonna be up next year. He released really good stuff this year. Like him. Phineas, obviously Billy's brother, really good producer. His album is fine. Aruj Aftab is pretty good. Glass Animals, Japanese Breakfast, these are not terrible picks. Glass Animals, you all know them, but Kid Leroy is Drink Again. Arlo Parks. Olivia Rodrigo, though. Like, I don't even know why we're pretending. The pick and prediction here is Olivia Rodrigo. Saweetie's fine. And again, Baby Keem is up and coming, and he sounds great, and I love him. But Olivia Rodrigo's gonna win this. That's why it's my pick, just because, like, she released a really, really, really good album. An album worthy of Album of the Year. Whereas no one else here did for this year. Again, Baby Keem, his album's going to be up next year. Because September to September, whatever. But Olivia Rodrigo released the best music of this year. She's going to be the pick. She's going to be prediction. Moving on. Okay, we're at the top. The main 3 awards. They say 4 because Best New Artist. But no, main 3 awards here. Song of the Year. Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran. This tells you how I feel about that. Beautiful Noise, Alicia Keys, Brandy Charlie. Okay. Driver's License. Duh. Fight for You. Okay. Happier Than Ever. Nice. Kiss Me More. Obvious. Montero, Call Me By Your Name. Duh. The fuck is that? I'll get my pictures out of Georgia. And Right on Time, Brandy Carlisle. Not the worst selection. There's really high highs. There's also some fucking canyons of lows. 2 in particular. Men Just Crying on a Microphone for an Hour. My pick here, I think, is obvious. I think Fight for You, again, is Song of the Year. It's a Songwriters Award. It's for the writing of the song. It's not how much you like it, how catchy it is, how good the writing is. And Fight for You is the best written song of all these. She continues to have amazing writing skills. Duh, she's a poet almost. And Fight for You is the best written song of all these. But, you know, the Academy seems to think that Song of the Year and Record of the Year are the same award. So they often go to the same song, even though the recording of a song and the writing of a song are 2 totally different things. But who cares, I guess? The pick here is going to be obvious. The pick is going to be Driver's License. The prediction, sorry, pick was Fight for You. The prediction's Driver's License. Olivia Rodrigo is going to win anything that Driver's License is up for. Because that song literally, like, yeah, there's songs that broke the internet. Leave the Door Open broke the internet. Driver's License broke the internet. Montero definitely broke the internet. I could see it going to Montero, but I think it's going to go to Driver's License, Olivia Rodrigo. I love Leave the Door Open, You think, why is that not your pick? Again, it's a songwriters award, and the songwriting for Fight For You I like better than Leave the Door Open. Do I like the song better? That's up for debate. But do I like the writing better in Fight For You by her? Yes. Love Leave the Door Open. Wouldn't be mad if it won. Would be surprised if it won. I think Driver's License is going to win. Okay, we're down to the last two. How much more triggered could I get, right? Album of the Year. John Baptiste's We Are. Good, really good gospel album. Like it. Elevator Music for Sale by Lady Gaga and legend Tony Bennett. That. If you're wondering why I don't say his name, it's because I don't like to. If you're wondering why I don't say the name of his albums, because fuck that. But you can clearly see what I'm talking about because it's on the screen. See it? See it over here? Maybe over here? I haven't edited this yet, so I don't know where I'm going to put it. I think over here. So see over here? Yeah? Yeah, no. That makes me do this. That makes me do this. Planet Her by Doja Cat. Okay. Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish. Back of My Mind by her. Yeah. Montero by Lil Nas X. Pop music that doesn't make me, want to never hear again. Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. We know how I feel about that. Evermore by Taylor Swift. Again, it's an album that released in the holidays of 2020 and it's up for 2021 in 2022. So that's not confusing, right? Right? And Donda by Kanye West. All right. Cool. Prediction here is obvious. I think it's very obvious. I think there's no way that Olivia Rodrigo and or Taylor Swift doesn't win this. They don't pick Kanye. You don't put Taylor and Kanye in the same category anymore. They should know that from past events. You don't do that without picking Taylor. But Sour by Olivia Rodrigo has a good case for the Grammys picking it. She's a new artist. Look at the history of the Grammys. New artist, new album, up for Album of the Year, usually wins. That's how it goes. So most likely Sour wins. But I would not be even close to surprised if Evermore by Taylor Swift wins. My pick, however, is... Hey y'all, Editor Johnny here, and sorry for the rough look. I haven't got a haircut, so that's why the beanie. But anyways, I'm here because I noticed in my editing that in this part I kind of went off my notes for some reason and started going on a tangent that just led nowhere. I was a little tipsy at this point. Those drinks are pretty quick in succession, and I don't drink often, so please forgive me. I was a little tipsy. But yeah, my pick and prediction were both sour. So that's just what I came here to say. Thanks. Okay, last category, and it's record of the year. Different to song of the year, although you might not think so because they treat it the same. First thing I'm going to say is, okay, interesting. I like ABBA. I like their old stuff. This record of the year, no. Freedom, I like it. Elevator Music, drink to that.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
Right on Time. Okay. Kiss Me More. That's my prediction, I think. Yeah, Kiss Me More. And or Montero. Both broke the internet. Both broke records. Both amazing in their own right. Happy Never Billie Eilish deserves to be up here. Driver's License. I said that it would win anything it got up for, but there's no way it beats Lil Nas or Doja. There's no way. I genuinely think Kiss Me More is going to win this, but it's like a 51-49 between Kiss Me More and Montero. My pick, though, the record of the year was Leave the Door Open. Please and thank you. If this get picked, I'd be so happy. Do I think it's going to happen? No, it's my pick. It sounds so good. It makes my ears wish that they could hear this sound forever. The harmonies, everything about it, so good. Silk Sonic, so good. Can't wait to talk about their album next year. But, yes, so amazing. Leave the Door Open is my pick. My prediction is Kiss Me More, kinda / Montero. But Kiss Me More and more, likely. So, that's it. That's my predictions of the 2022 Grammys. We drank a lot. I hope we laughed a lot. We got triggered quite a lot. There's a counter down here somewhere. That's how many times we got triggered, so yay. Anyways, beautiful people, thank you so much for watching, and peace.